Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, I want you to journey back with me over 2,000 years. Picture this, a world illuminated by the warm, golden light of a sunrise over ancient Tamilakam. Today, we're exploring a magnificent era where humans and the natural world shared an incredibly deep, almost unimaginable emotional connection. We're diving into the living world of animals in Sangam literature, and honestly, the way they looked at nature is absolutely going to leave you in awe. Let's get right into it.
Every creature carried meaning. Every landscape had a voice. Every animal told a story. Now that isn't just some nice poetic thought. It's actually the entire core thesis of the ancient Sangam world. In these verses, animals were never just, background scenery. They weren't just wildlife waiting to be hunted. No, they were living, breathing symbols of love, heroism, separation, prosperity, and motherhood.
To really wrap our heads around the scale of this, we've got to ground ourselves in time. The Sangam literary era stretches all the way from around 300 BCE to 300 CE, hitting its absolute peak right around the 1st century. So what we're looking at here is an astonishing 600-year ecological and literary record. Long before formalized biology was even a thing, these ancient poets were recording their environment with just extraordinary precision.
So let's dive into this. The absolute foundation of this ancient world is the concept of thin thigh. Think of thin thigh as this highly sophisticated literary framework. It's a system where specific geographical landscapes and the native animals that actually live within them directly mirror human emotions and social life. Basically, a person's inner emotional world was perfectly mapped onto the physical outer world. It's like a giant natural mirror for the human soul.
Section 1. The 5 landscapes and their animals.
Imagine just sweeping across the magnificent geography of ancient Tamilakam. Starting away up at the highest elevations, we find the Karinji, these mist-covered mountains that are home to the tiger, the monkey, and the elephant. Then, descending into the Malay, we enter dense, dark forest where cows, bulls, and rabbits roam. From there, the landscape opens right up into the Marutham, which are these fertile agricultural plains filled with buffalo and fish. Further out, we reach the Nathal, vast crashing coastlines guarded by sharks and crocodiles. And finally, the Palai, a harsh, arid wilderness stalked by foxes and wolves. It's literally the environment organizing the entire human experience.
Section 2. The Elephant, King of the Sangam Wilderness.
Now what's really interesting about this is how they viewed the elephant. Known in Tamil as Kaliru or Vezam, the elephant wasn't just some beast of burden native to the mountainous Karinji landscape. Not at all. It embodied sheer, untamed authority. When a poet mentioned an elephant, they were instantly evoking heroism, masculine strength, and royal power. The elephant was the ultimate, undisputed symbol of kingship and the raw courage of warriors.
Section 3. The deer, the gentle heart of love poetry. And this brilliantly illustrates the incredible emotional range captured by these ancient poets. On the one hand, we have the elephant, representing masculine authority, heroism, and those rugged mountains. But on the other hand, we have the deer. Native to both the mountains and the Malay forests, the deer stands for something entirely different: feminine beauty, modesty, and innocence. Two animals, completely different, meticulously observed in their natural habitats, yet they symbolize completely opposite human experiences.
The shy deer became a mirror of the heroine's heart, expressing tenderness, vulnerability, and silent longing. Just think about that for a second. When a poet wrote about the Irauli or Kaliman, the deer, moving gracefully through a mountain meadow in the soft morning light, they were perfectly capturing the delicate feeling of love. The animal literally was the emotion.
And it doesn't stop there. Every single creature carried a highly specific emotional weight. The monkey, or Mandi, up in the mountains, that represented deep family affection. The shark, or Sura, out on the coast, that represented the sheer, terrifying danger of the ocean. The peacock mirrored beauty, the crow warned of the painful sting of separation, and the fox in the arid Palai represented cunning and survival. There was a natural symbol for absolutely every single nuance of the human condition. It's fascinating.
Section 4. An Ancient Ecological Record.
Over 50. Yes, you heard that right. Over 50 distinct animals were meticulously observed and cataloged across these ancient texts. We're talking about everything from apex predators like tigers and bears down to the smallest insects like bees and ants, plus incredible aquatic life like dolphins, crabs, and fish. The level of zoological detail they managed to record over 2 millennia ago is absolutely staggering. So the really crucial takeaway here is this. This literature isn't just a pretty poetic backdrop.
Yes, it masterfully maps the states of human love and separation, and sure, it provides incredibly detailed evidence of ancient social life. But perhaps most remarkably, it serves as a pioneering zoological and ecological record. It proves without a doubt that the human-animal connection in ancient Tamalakam was based on intense, highly accurate observation of the living world.
We've journeyed from the misty mountains of the Kurinji all the way to the crashing waves of the Nathal coast. We've seen how elephants represent untamed power and how the deer reflects the absolute tenderest parts of the human heart, a beautiful ancient world where nature and humanity are completely intertwined. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to ponder. If your internal emotions right now were mapped to a landscape and its native animals, what would your Thinai be? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer.